cockatoos and conures and had an Amazon and all this other crap. And the cockatoos were just, I don't understand. Like, you just don't buy a goddamn cockatoo. They're assholes. Like, it's just, why would you do that? Why would you do that to anybody? But I remember like one time my dad got home from like a hard day at work and was like sitting down to eat food, and the bird cage was right behind his head, and the cockatoo just lets out this just you know really putting those little bird lungs to work for this one. And my dad, he's just about to take a bite of his food, and he just you know he yelled back at the bird pretty loud. He said, "Shut up, god damn it." That's one of those where you're just like, is he gonna take the fork and just eat the bird whole right there? Just like, this is the solution to this problem. I have a fork and I'm hungry, and this animal is screaming at me. Guess what? Animal, you're now food. That's You're dangerously close to not existing anymore. You should pay damned attention to what's going on here. So they have no situational awareness. Other birds aren't so stupid though. Like, cockatoos are just annoying assholes. That's just all they are. But other birds, nah, they're okay. At least if they like you, they're okay. But they can also be taught to respect you. Like that guy. Okay, yeah, that guy. Just leave him alone. They kind of get that after a while too. So if our real process time is greater than or equal to our, this is going to be next sound time. Then we'll play our sound. Like, birds do recognize you and will be like, okay, that guy doesn't ever feed me, so I'm just going to ignore that person exists. That sort of shit. Or that person always feeds me, so I won't bite them. Or the opposite. That person's an asshole. I'm gonna bite them. I hate people who wear hats. Everyone with a hat dies. Alright, so we are going to set our process time when we actually play a sound. So this is going to be, if we play randomly, do this. So we need a random min time, random max time, real process time, set the next sound time appropriately, and get random sound. And then we need to do based on our use location. And is valid. Actually do this thing. And I would never, like, if anybody was ever going to be like, should I get a bird? I'd be like, no, get anything other than a bird. Get something that, dies in a reasonable number of years, because nobody, it's like, okay, if you're gonna get a bird that lives like 80 years or some shit, or even 30 years, I mean, think about it. Like, you're basically getting married to the damned animal. Like, how many marriages last that long, right? So, just don't. It's a really dumb idea. You know, if you need an impulse buy animal, go buy like a rat or a fish or something. Because at least with fish, you can give them back to the store. Like they don't give a damn about that. There are plenty of times where I'm moving and I can't move the aquarium, and it's just like, all right, cool. We're just gonna give all these fish back to the local Petco or whatever the hell. Rats are great. Rats are great until they grow tumors and die. They always get those giant ass tumors. And rats are great if they're like socialized, but if they were brought up as just feeder junk rats, then they're assholes. They always, yeah. Alright, so we need play sound. And play sound at location. You can socialize them at any age. Well, if they had not the best upbringing, you gotta fight an uphill battle. But I think, yeah, there's no loop on these guys, no replace. I think one of the things there is that I think because we had rats when I was little, we had like three of them because there were three siblings, so each one gets a rat, and they only bit me once. Like, and that was on it was on accident. Like one of the rats got their tail stuck in like a hinge on like the top of their house and just lost their shit. Like they were obviously in a lot of pain, and I reached in to open the hinge, and he bit me when he was freaking the hell out. But I opened the hinge, so he stopped freaking out. Though I did have one rat in college that tried to bite my eyeball out. That rat. That's the only time in my entire life where I got a cut on the inside of my eyelid. Like that. That's not something that usually happens to people. And that rat didn't last very long. You don't go after the eyes and stay a pet of mine. That's for damn sure. So this should just play our sounds randomly, so we should be good to go. Yeah, that one was not a... And like, yeah. It's not like it was kept in isolation or not fed or anything else. Like the rat was just wrong kind of rat. Alright, so what we should be able to do with the cinematic actor is throw something in the UI level, and then we should be able to hear it play ambient noise. I can't actually zoom in on this thing, which is a bit of an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a sphere to this. Or something else. I'd like to add maybe a sprite with a sound on it. Nah, we'll just add a sphere, just because we can. And we're gonna hide it in the game, so do hidden in game. I would like a better object for that though. So is there any, like, how does the audio component have a little icon on it, right? Like it's got a little icon. Why does it have an icon? Yeah, definitely the older ones are chill. Oh, we have our in progress music. I'll have to take a listen to that. Debug. Like, nah. Let's just make a sprite. Let's make a really awful thing here. Let's do a 64 by 64. Let's make the best looking thing of all time. There we go. That's an icon. Gotta love it. I'm just gonna look at that and be like, what the fuck is that? Wonderful. And let's actually duplicate this and rotate it 90 degrees. So it's like a flip book. Like a fucking totally awful. So hidden in game for both of these sprites. And I need to disable this showing of, what was it? It was under advanced, right? We don't want the bounds. That looks so bad. Shit. Let's just get rid of one of these. Maybe if it looked like that. But at that point, like if you're gonna make it really, really stupid, you might as well, you know, go all the way stupid. Yeah, there we go. That looks just dumb enough to work. Alright, so let's go throw this crap over next to our viewpoint. And let's call it, what is this viewpoint here? This is post-process volume, and then this guy is VP settings. So we'll call this one settings ambience. So audio, active viewpoint is going to be, the ambience is VP settings, viewpoint 2. So this is viewpoint 2. Use location, random end time, play randomly, yes. Always active, no. So let's add some sounds. What sound should I have? Do we have any actual ambient stuff? Do we just have wall hits? Oh, we actually have some ambient stuff that can loop. So we'll copy this guy, play randomly false, loop, it's going to be true, and we're going to play this. That guy. This guy, we're going to play ball impacts, movement, PvP, abilities? Alright, we'll just have like just a couple of these guys in here. Alright, so let's save all that and go to the settings screen, see what we hear. I hear nothing. Well, I didn't go to the settings. Yeah. So settings was active. Alright, so loop is false. Don't we have two of these guys? We should probably do it. So loop is there. And it is on viewpoint 2. This guy's on viewpoint 2. So we should have two of these guys actually play. Nothing. Alright. So, if we go to our update, so let's just get rid of the non-looping. Let's just do one at a time. Okay, so this guy is going to get the active viewpoint, which is persistent level VP none, and this is going to go to inactive. So was active is false, so we're not going to do anything. So not a problem. So let's go to settings. So update active happened. We go in here, so was active is false, so we're going to go to start, which will set was active, and looping is true, so we will go get a random sound, which will get this guy, and we are going to not use the location, so the volume is 0. Excellent. Yeah, that's real smart of me. So volume needs to be 1. It works. Alright, so let's go back to this guy. Copy paste him. And let's go to not loop, play randomly, volume 1. Sounds are going to be some of these guys. Didn't do anything. I don't hear anything. Why is there like a whole bunch of trash here? Did this get made as like a child actor? What the fuck? Okay, yeah, it got all sorts of screwed up. So is there any way to make these not editable? Yeah, okay, so not editable. How come I can't copy paste this thing? Alright. For some horrifying reason it wasn't working. Alright, so the random stuff isn't working, so let's go check on this one. So play randomly should be should be set, so we should go here, and then inside of our update active, play randomly is true. Next sound time is greater than this. We will play our sound. Okay, so what is it trying to play? Bicycle kick, volume of 1. Alright, it is playing the sounds. So this one, not play randomly, get rid of it, loop, and we will add this as the ambience forest thing. So if we play this, it should... Yeah, it's playing. So that's cool. Alright, what else have we got? So we've got those things playing. They're looped, playing randomly. I'm not sure I like this cursor popping up in the middle of the screen here. So I think it's that the splash screen. Also, why is early access just plastered on here? Is that actually in the image? Windows Media Player crash? No. Okay, so let's take a look at, is that in the image? Well, he like chucked it on there. I'm not sure that was intentional or not. We got PSDs in here. I need to remove those. Alright, so the splash screen does not have a cursor on it, so let's go remove that. And the same with the credit screen. Credit screen should not have a cursor. So that's going to be in Dashkin, UI, screens, splash screen, JS. Like, where's credit screen? It's like it's the first fucking option. Okay, so it's going to be support virtual cursor. We need to check all these files out. Okay, so credit screen and the other screens. So false on credits and false on splash. Making a fucking mess over here. Alright, the other thing I'd like to do is, let's just change this guy to settings, random sounds. Change this guy to settings, ambient loop. So let's copy paste this guy. Let's throw him over on this guy. And let's call this guy main menu ambient loop. So what is this viewport? This is viewport 1. So loop, viewport 1, and let's try this. Let's just play this one. So let's boot that up. How come we're only running at 40 FPS here? Is it because I have a whole bunch of stuff in the content? Yeah, that's why. Because I had like this thing open with all these little icons and shit. The FPS was going to hell. That's pretty fucking funny. Alright, so we've got that in there, so that is audio stuff set up for Adam. So let's revert unchanged files, do a reconcile on this directory. We should get those deleted PSDs, because we don't want to ship those in our game, because it's stupid. Alright, UI level ambient loop, looping sound on viewport, ambient sound creation, ambient sound design. Yeah, okay, I've got that nailed down. Okay, so for the rest of the week, I've got literally not much else to do. We're almost done. Alright, so this is Inge. Emotes fixed. UI level has cinematic sound actors. Player indicator improvements. UI mouse moved from credits and splash. Cool, so that is done. Wait, let's try stopping. And I want to save all these things. So what is it not letting us do? It's saying cinematic sound actor failed to save. Alright. Can we not lock the files? It's read only. LVUI, alright. It should not be locked as read only, like. I mean, it says it's read only, but we have that damn thing open in our local change list, so. Can we just move this to this change list and unlock the files? Okay, there's something real stupid going on here with these files. Because it should not, like, they should be writable in my local repo, but they're fucking not. Well, that's really annoying. Alright, fine. We'll submit the files, but we'll check them out after the submit. So, move them to the other change list, and we'll basically just double submit the files. Because we can. Perforce can be kind of annoying. They're going to go to town to do things. Sounds excellent. Good luck with all of those things. Yeah, so now I can actually save it because it rechecked them out. That's so dumb. So we'll revert our unchanged files and do all that stuff, and then we should be able to submit our actual fixes. And let's put that editor back up and just make sure that the whole save dance actually work properly, because I hate it when this sort of stuff happens. Also, I should check the forums to make sure that the forums are well moderated with all the hundreds of millions of announcements going on. Everything is empty, and we don't have any spam, so excellent. Okay, so let's just make sure we can put up in the UI level and that all those actors work properly. Alright, it's doing what it should. Awesome, so we are good to go on that. So I'm going to listen to the forest idea. This is some real serious mode music. Alright, yeah, this could work. Let's see where he's going with it, too. Very good. Excellent. Well, that sounds very good. Alright, so push one of the four. Some more TLC. Not pacey enough. Drums go double time, it gets exciting, so I need to add more. Alright, cool. So I of course closed my music, which is I am working in silence. Alright, so the next few things that I have to do, I need to write a marketing email, I need to write a launch checklist, and I need to do all those sorts of things. So I'm just going to change this to launch readiness. So update for readiness. Because part of doing an update is actually writing down what the hell you're supposed to do for the update and fixing all that crap up. So let's see, do we have a launch checklist? Create patch notes and update dev blog. Alright, so we need to make the... I need a short list. Alright, so I need the patch notes for dev blog. Need a marketing email. Alright, news for game frame. News on news page. Alright. So let's put together that marketing email. I think it's in operations, data, let's see, beta, update, yeah, there we go. So this will be update for template. Alright, Bracken stack update for released. Terrace Bracken stack. So following the Bracken stack development, and I'm hard work Bracken stack update 4, which is rolling out today. At this very moment, we're giving away codes randomly on our Twitch chat. If you don't have a code yet, drop in now. So the new features that we have for this one, so I'm gonna need the big list of stuff that we've done. So we have a brand new level, Forest Night. New original music. Lots and lots of bug fixes. We also have the a beautiful new UI level. Beautiful new main menu. Yeah, come for the game, stay for the main menu. Alright, so then we got, you want a receiver now? Excellent. Excuse me. Alright, so I've got that Twitch job, that Jenkins job set up properly. Okay, so Forest Knight there, Dear Spraggins Hackers. So that's the marketing email written. So that's good. Other than that, we need actual patch notes. Which I'll have to log in for. This is the dev blog. Alright, so we go to our posts, Brackensack update 3. Okay, so our 4th update is going live on what, 3:10? 3:10 at about 8 p.m. PST. It'll be available for download here. I also need to update the UI for our scheduled next thing. So that's going to be inside of our scripts, globals. So when is update 5? Update 5 is on 4.7, which is going to be, what the hell is it going to be? I think it's going to be missions. Next update, secret. So let me see what that looks like. So I can't see it on the preview page because, well, it's white on a white background, which is annoying. The joys of progress. So next update, secret in 30 days. What are we going to call it? Next update, let's just call them missions. Or next update. I think I'll just keep it simple. I'll just say next update 30 days. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Alright, so what new stuff do we have here? Major updates. No original music. Beautiful new main menu. Massive amounts of bug fixes. I'm just going to say more bugs and more bug fixes. So, let's go through my previous sprints here and pick out what I've actually worked on. So when was this last one? It was on 2/17. Okay, so it's 8, 9, and then 10. Alright, let's see. Tuning for dedicated server. Physics. Guess that's another thing, generic voting system. That one's actually a pretty big one. That'll be pretty cool for people.